good to go. What is good, everyone? We're going to start with podcasts. Everyone's here. That's all cool. A lot of this is going to be AD time talking and Faisal, so don't worry about me. I'm going to ask a couple of questions so people know who you are. We'll start with AD time. Basically, what team you play, who's your favorite DBZ character, and what games did you play before DBZ?
I play Kid Buu, Zamasu, Yamcha when I play Zamasu. DBZ, probably Cell. Cell's pretty sick. And what game I played before?
Yeah.
I played Melee.
Oh, yeah, and... Okay, Melee. Okay, cool. One other question that I keep forgetting to ask. What is your favorite fruit?
Grapes.
Grapes. Okay. Huh. Never thought I'd hear someone say grapes is their favorite fruit. That's cool. That's cool. I'm learning today. Faisal, same 4 questions. Your favorite... Well, not in that order. Your DBZ team, your favorite DBZ character, what you played before, and your favorite fruit. Most important part, favorite fruit.
Yeah, I played Bardock, Zamasu, Yamcha. I'd probably say my favorite character in Dragon Ball, well, when I watched the anime, was Goku, but weirdly enough, in the game it's Zamasu, but not in the anime. I didn't like Zamasu in the anime. I only like him in the game, so that's pretty weird. Huh. But yeah, and you said before this I played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, Magneto, MODOK, Doom, and I played MODOK and Zamasu. They kind of remind me of each other because MODOK can fly and so can Zamasu, so that's pretty cool. And my favorite fruit is mango.
I think Sub said that. Or was it RMZ? One of them two said the same thing. One of them two said mango as well. Damn, I'm gonna put all the pieces together. Trust me. One day, I'm gonna definitely put the pieces together. Right, okay. Important questions out of the way. So here we go. Zamasu Power Level Chart podcast. We're here with the 4th installment of the DBFZ community tier lists. We have AD Time coming from America and Faisal from Scotland. We'll get straight into the questions off the bat. So, with Zamasu, you two, can you tell me, or give me, a mark out of 10 for length strings and mix potential from those strings? If you need me to kind of give a bit more information, you can ask me, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do better than that.
So is that with the
strings
that, yeah?
or dagger potential, or
yeah, true strings.
True strings.
Yeah.
His 2H doesn't jail, so that kind of takes away a little bit. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't have. He gets kind of left right with the spacing when he ends with his L slicer, and he calls an assist. But true string, there's nothing crazy unless he sets up orbs, which is kind of hard to true string unless you have high blocks on assists.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, he needs a high block stun assist, and if you do have a low block stun assist, even if you set up orbs, they have to be strictly in the corner. So, beam assist, Super Saiyan Goku beam assist, you can only do that in the corner. Mid screen, you really need something like a Yamcha or a higher hit stun like that. But yeah, in season 2, his 5H to 2H, it was a true string, but in season 3, for some reason, it's not true string anymore when it was in season 2, so that's pretty weird. But yeah, he's pretty reliant on assist to get the mix-up going.
If he gets orb set up, he has some of the longest strings in the game, because he can true string into plus frames into long enough to start a whole new string.
That's true, yeah. But do remember that even though it's a true string, it's a key blast property, so
yeah, it's in quotes a true string.
Yeah, you could super dash it or reflect it. But
yeah.
No, that's true.
But also mix-up potential just in general. He also has EX Slice, which sets up a 50-50 in the corner, but it never jails. So it's kind of
yeah.
It's kind
of
like
that move jailed.
Blue G.
I wish that move jailed. That would be really, really good. But I never use that move. I never find myself using it because it's not a true string. You can just reflect it, then the mix-up becomes fake. So
yeah, I tend to do it after 5M, so where 2M is still a thing, so they can't just smash reflect or get smoked by 2M and die.
Alright.
Yeah, so if you're talking strictly true strings, probably a 7 or 8, because he can jail with assists into L orbs and do a really long string, and also do mix-ups with the lightning.
Let's try and keep it to without assists. So on his
without assists. Oh, okay. Without assists, he doesn't really have anything special. It's pretty standard. It's probably like a 7.
Okay.
No,
Oh, disagree. You're free to disagree, Faisal.
yeah. No, so if it's without assist, he doesn't really have much. He doesn't have anything that can give him plus frames from his normals.
Yeah. He basically has an ABC block string without 2H being true string.
Yeah. He does have like the 5H to 236L, then you can 5S and fly, so that's pretty good to get away after your true strings, so you can reset the pressure. That's pretty good. And then what you can mix it up, so you can do 236L to S, and then you can do you don't need to press S, and basically you can bait them.
Yeah, something I just saw, 5S, since you can duck it, you can't even use it in the strings, so that might lower it for me, actually.
Yeah, that's a...
More of like... Yeah, sorry.
I was about to say, that might be a big deal, yeah.
So is this out of 10, yeah?
Yeah, out of 10.
Probably give it like a... Like a 5, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to go with 5.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I can see going for him in this category is the mix potential, obviously with his auto combo, where he's got the grab at the end.
Yeah, so that's actually good, but that's only like in specific such scenarios. So level 3 Oki on the air or on the ground, you can like most of the characters have that where you whiff the first 2 parts of the auto combo and then the third one will grab. But then to get that, you either need orbs or you need like an assist for that. So if we're talking assistless, then yeah, he can't really do that himself.
Right. Can he can set up with orbs though, right? If he's got orbs up, he can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, if he solo, you can do it. Post level 3 Oki, you can set up orbs and then do like staggers into tick throw, but there's no way to go like solo to orbs to tick throw without a gap.
Yeah, unless you're doing like chasing up tech after an Oki, like J to H Oki, you call L orbs and you can do IDJL, so that I know that works.
Yeah. He does have like a specific corner Oki that does it, but just always do Blades Oki, so...
No, that's
actually,
true, yeah.
That works. Yeah, you can actually do that directly from Blades Oki too, but you also need a stagger. So I don't think there's any way, any like good way to do it without assists. So I wouldn't really put it there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it that high.
For sure,
If we're talking with assists, then I'd definitely bump it up.
It's still going a bit with the 5 for me.
Yeah, I'll probably stick with 5.
Yeah, 5. Right, I can chuck that in there. No problem. I mean, there's going to be a lot more topics to talk about. So yeah, 5. That's a fair average start. Next, we're sticking to normals, but this time we're speaking on coverage and frame data. Marks out of 10 again.
He has pretty good normals all around. Pretty much all the things that you want to be safe on block are safe on block, except for like 5M. But being able to like 2M as minus 4 or minus 5, and then you can like stagger that. It's basically like a slightly shorter Goku 2M from season 2. But his 5M reaches really far. His JL is insane. Like you can cross up from point blank, and always combo. 5L is pretty tall for what it is. 6 frames, obviously. Really think of anything else. He just has pretty good overall normals. His JM is decently large. JH, he has a J2H, which is pretty nice and makes him plus. So like you do ID, JH, J2H, and it'll make you plus.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm trying to think. Dante, can you think of anything else?
Yeah, sorry, no, for sure. So yeah, I really like his 5M. The range on his 5M is really good, and his JL and 5L are both really great normals as well. I really like his JL actually. When I'm doing IEDs, I just like to whiff JL because I think the normal is really good as well. But yeah, I think his coverage is good. His normals are good. If you were to rate that out of 10.
Like, does having a low 12 matter, or is this just like general range and frame data?
More general range. More
Okay.
general range, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So his 2L is a little bit short, but it's fine. If you
You
do
can
like
still.
dash momentum 5LL, it's anti-reflect, and like anything into 5M is also anti-reflect, so it's really strong. I'd say probably like an 8, maybe an 8.5. There are definitely characters that have really large normals that I'd stay a little bit away from, but probably at least an 8, especially since most of them are safe.
No, I can agree with that. Yeah, somewhere around that. I'd probably go with like an 8 as well, to be honest, for that one. His normals are not his weakness. He has pretty good normals, so I'll give him that.
Yeah, the only complaint I really have is his 2H is slow.
Yeah, that's true as well. And a lot of the times when people are IDing to the other side, for some reason the 2H always whiffs for me. Does that happen to you?
Yeah, sometimes it'll just be too slow. People safe jump stuff that normally wouldn't safe jump. It's not always the best, but it still does its job as a 2H. And it has like a pretty far forward and high hitbox, so I'm not really complaining that much. So I'd probably say an 8.
Yeah, 8 with me as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you're cool with that? Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So that's the normals pretty much all out of the way. Moving on to specials, we've got again marks out of 10. How the specials cover the screen, apply pressure, and where you can execute them from. Basically all
Time pressure, including like mix-ups and stuff.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
space control. But this is just specials, not supers. Just specials.
Yeah. His M slice got buffed to be basically full screen, which is really high, which is really good for him. Orbs obviously give him a lot of mix-up potential. EX slice giving him a 50-50 in the corner. Also being really fast. Flight existing is really good. Being able to do all of your specials out of flight is really nice. His like 236S and charged S are not really that great. It's like a beam property move, which is nice that he has it. But you can actually just single jump over it, which I just labbed out yesterday. Which is kind of sad. Even though it looks really tall, you can kind of get your feet through it and it doesn't really matter. But I think flight and being able to do your slices out of flight to get in and just call an assist is really strong. Orbs giving you lots of mix-ups is really strong. EX slice giving you mix-ups is really strong. The slices being -3 on block, so you can backdash or flight or just mash right after is really good for like RPS at the end of your string. Is there anything else?
Yeah, no, that's it. Though I don't really think so, man. His coverage or if his specials are that strong. What I like to do is I like to go into flight and then call it orbs. I guess that can cover a lot of the screen, right? So you would go flight and then orb up, and then you can sort of go in and pressure the opponent with your orbs there. But even that's a risk because then they're able to super dash that or reflect that.
I think that he can do flight and do key blast and move around is good for screen control generally.
That's true, yeah, that's true.
And being able to like flight 2M and just like do the M slice basically full screen angle down at them if they're trying to land or something can be good. I haven't really done it much because flight is kind of slow, or they can kind of super dash at you. But he definitely can use his specials to cover a lot of the screen. But like up forward is probably his weakest point.
Yeah, no, that I mean the buff to the 236L as well and the 236M, that's a big difference as well. No, so I think with those buffs, it would put his score up a bit higher. Again, it's out of 10, right?
Yeah. But I think the fact that he has lightning pressure, which gives him mix plus frames, like everything, and also having the 50-50 puts him pretty high.
Yeah. No, I think the score was about the screen control though.
Oh, was this one was specifically screen control?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay.
The thing is though, like, I don't really think he's that high. He has 236S, but it's so slow for it to go full screen. So let's be honest, his full screen control is not the best. The 5S as well. It's so slow, and you already know about the crouch. You can crouch under 5S. I mean, GT Goku and Kid Buu can literally dash, and the 5S does not go anywhere near them.
Yeah, I think that 236M being like almost full screen and 20 frames is really strong. and being able to fly around and key blast at them from pretty much everywhere on screen helps them just generally control screen. So I'd probably give him like a 7 or 7.5. You probably think lower just because of like 236S.
Yeah, I mean, full screen only has his JS. I'm not going to use his 5S in neutral, and I'm not going to throw out 236Ms and 236Ls like without an assist.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't really have any full screen control. That's part of his neutral, right? His screen control is just terrible. I think it's. I would go much lower. If you're talking about screen control for his specials, then it's about a 5 again for me, to be honest.
A 5. What about a 6? How about that? In between.
So you picked 7, yeah?
I might move it down to a 6.
But yeah, you get what I'm saying though, right? About the
Yeah.
screen control, like full screen only has his JS. He has 236M.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a beam property move that reaches full screen. It's kind of slow, but he still has it.
No, that's true. Yeah. I mean, I do hardly use that move. I don't really use that move anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, if you're gonna go there, I'm gonna go with 5. I'm gonna go back to 5, to be honest.
Should we settle on 6 then, or 5.5 or 6? Sure.
No, I'm good.
5.5 is fine, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flight. Flight is definitely very unique. Orbs giving a tick throw is pretty unique. But then he has like a basic lariat, a slow beam. And that's it. But I do think I think lightning is pretty unique and flight is pretty unique.
Yeah, and being able to flight from Slicer is always really good. So
Yeah, I can't really think of another character that you could compare to Yamcha having like similar tools. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the only other one who can do that is Majin Buu, from doing like Fat Toss and then like 5LL restand you and then do the third L to tick throw. But yeah, yeah, you can definitely do it on your own. But it's like fake unless you do it from a really short combo.
yeah, no, I seen Alien post that actually. He was hiding that tech, wasn't he, until after the LCQ, and he posted
Probably.
it. Yeah, so you throw out the fat toss and then you do 5LL and you either
2M or
2M.
another L.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, I think he's pretty unique, but I think the fact that he has like a just kind of slow beam and having like a lariat kind of makes it a little bit less. So I'd probably give it like a 9 still because flight and orbs are super unique.
Damn, that was more of a sigh than a that was a I've got to downplay him. Go on. Get off your chest.
No, I was just thinking about it. No, I do
Two.
agree with AD about like getting the tech roll from the orbs in the flight. It's very, very unique and that he can flight from Slicer and go back to neutral.
Yeah.
I actually agree with them. Yeah, I'll go with about like an 8.5 there.
Come on, man, just do a 9.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do a 9. Go ahead. Take the 9,
Alright,
yeah.
cool. Don't worry. You
Gotta
can,
downplay even like uniqueness.
Yeah, I mean,
come on,
flight
man.
is way too unique. You give it a 9, yeah. Flight is like the most unique, one of the most unique specials in the game, so it deserves it.
Alright.
Cool. Don't worry, you'll get other points to mark them down on for sure.
Yeah.
This might be one of them. So next we're talking about the supers. Again, it will be 2 points about supers, marks out of 10. The first one's going to be DHC scaling and flexibility. So basically like follow-up extensions and knockdowns.
Alright.
Level 1s and obviously level 3s.
Okay. So, do you say directly through DHCs? for this part?
So it will be
Okay.
D8C in from his level 1. No, sorry, into his level 1. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
level
yeah.
3, yeah.
Okay, so level 1, I pretty much have no problems because it kind of teleports him to where they are as long as they like end grounded.
So it doesn't track in the air.
Nah, he's pretty much like at a set height above the ground,
Right, okay.
but he'll like track horizontally. So most supers, I can't really think of a super that would really give problems DHCing into his level 1. But his level 3 you pretty much will never miss because it covers like the entire screen in front of him.
True. Yeah, level 3 can't. I say can't, but I've seen TN's level 3 with.
Gen's level 3 is whipped. That's actually full screen, even behind him.
Yeah, I can't remember the situation. I don't think Shuridan's in here, but I've seen him with it, and I was like, what happened? And he told me, and I was like, it's never going to happen
Was
again
it too
anyway.
slow, or did like the actual move just miss?
It just missed. It just straight up missed.
That's really weird.
Yeah, super. But I've never seen it happen with Zamasu. But obviously, I haven't seen many Zamasus or TNs, to be fair. So,
Yeah,
I
fair enough.
can't imagine it whiffing. No,
Yeah.
it does whiff, doesn't it? So if you're flying and you level 3 and the super dash goes past you, doesn't it whiff then?
It does. Yeah.
It depends on the distance. But if we're talking directly DHCing, I don't think it whiffs.
Oh,
So
yeah.
is this only for DHCing? Is this question?
Yeah,
or is
sorry.
It...
So, yeah,
yeah.
for DHC and so I need to just stop talking. Yeah, you're alright.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, so DHC, his level 1 does 810, which is the same as like SJ Goku's angled up, Bardock's, I think. Like just the typically high average level 1 damage, which is really nice. It can be a little bit tricky with some supers, because like, you know how Cell's level 1, if you cancel his super with another super early, it can like miss some of the hits. That
Right.
can sometimes happen, but it's pretty super dependent. His level 3 does below average damage, but it does reach full screen, so you pretty much never miss it. And if you DHC in the corner, you get pretty strong Oki, but at mid-screen, it's pretty trash.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. Yeah, I never had a problem DHCing from level 1. And level 3, okay, like you said, mid-screen is like non-existent. It's basically like Yamcha. And the thing is, the more higher up you do the level 3, so let's just say someone super dashes at you and you're really high in the air, that level 3 OK is even worse because you're so high up, you literally get 0 OK. It's kind of like Ultra Instinct Goku, level 3 OK, even worse than that. But if it's straight from DHCing, then yeah, so it's same as what 80 Time mentioned there. Not the best damage there for level 3, but I do think Zamasu's level 3 corner OK after DHC is like one of the strongest in the game, in my opinion. I think it's one of the strongest.
Yeah, we both base our teams around getting our point character, get 3 bars, get him to the corner, and then DHC into Zamasu in the corner.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Just so you know, that part, the next part of the question is setup and damage. So that will probably be in that part.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's literally just for scaling and flexibility, like how you DHC into it. So I technically, I guess BOJ doesn't count because you can't DHC.
Yeah, you can't DHC
Yeah.
into that. That would be insane.
That would be, yeah, that would definitely bump up the tier list if you could DHC into BOJ for sure.
Off Zamasu damage, that's what he needs. No, so he'll pretty much never miss his level 1 or level 3 as long as you time it right. And his level 1 does like high average damage, his level 3 does sub average damage. So probably like an 8.5. Maybe like an 8 because mid screen level 3 isn't good to like DHC and get Oki from. You gonna say like a 5 or something?
No. I mean, it's quite average, isn't it? So I would give it
What's
like
average?
give it like an 8.
An 8.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Fair
80
enough.
times down with that. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's do it.
Faisal did not. He didn't state why. He just said 8, and you went, okay, cool.
I was like, hey, because his level 3 does like pretty low damage, and you don't really get anything if you DHC mid screen with it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
oh,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
kind of holds it down.
Okay, I mean 8's still pretty high. So
Yeah,
next will be setup and raw damage. Do the supers give any advantage? Obviously, BOJ, we can talk about that. I'm guessing you don't get anything off his other level 1, right? Because they can up tech and you don't get any sort of setup.
It puts them pretty high up for an air attack, so you don't really get any good OP
Yeah,
from it.
it's kind of like cells or something.
So if we're talking raw damage from level 1, then yeah, we're like comboing into it, or just like straight raw.
Just straight raw. Mainly for level 3s, right? Because some characters can snipe with level 3s. Zamazu's probably got one of the best snipes with his level 3, and then setup off his level 1, and obviously BOJ gives you pretty much whatever you want, right? Like you can BOJ, go for a sliding knockdown with a DR, you can extend, you can raw tag, like, but I'm not giving the numbers, I'm just giving examples.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're in flight, you can try to level 1 them raw. It's a little bit harder, but it does pretty good damage. I'm trying to look up the exact number. It does 23%, which is pretty nice. His just raw blades don't do all that much, especially since it's character dependent on how many times they get hit by the blades. But if you count like being able to combo the blades into Saiyan knockdown, then it would be very high. His level 3 does like 39%, which is pretty low. I think it's like bottom 3 raw damage. But in the corner, it gives a really good setup. In Blades gives air DR, which is really good, because then you can just do another Blades and go into Blades Oki. I think being able to get a DR from your level 1 is pretty nice. And having the orbs solo set up post level 3 in the corner is really nice. But the damage is not all that impressive unless you count Blades doing combos from it.
Right. Faisal?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with AD there. Like I said, I think this level 3 Oki is one of the best in the game, that you can actually solo set up 214L orbs. And then you can 2L meteor from it. I think that's really, really strong. So I'll give him points there for that. But what he was saying about the damage as well, so you can always snipe super dashes with that, but it doesn't do that much damage, even if you, the reward for sniping the super dash in flight. So he'll probably lose points for that. But yeah, that if are we still recounting as well that Blaze of Judgment in this score as well, right? That he can combo into it and get the Oki off of it.
I kind of would. Sorry, go on, 80s. I'm gone.
Sorry, if you count that you can do combos with blades, with the blades, then I will give him a very high score. If not, it'll be like a mediocre score. Because blades level 1, if you do the optimal combo from it, you do level 3 damage, and you get sliding knockdown.
Yeah.
So that's like a big change. If there's like another category later that kind of talks about what you can do from the supers, then like I'll just leave this one as something else.
There isn't. I mean, I guess the word setup is very vague. I didn't really have Zamasu in mind when I came with the word setup.
Yeah.
Normally it was kind of like slide and knockdown. Do you get meaty or can they just take away? But so, Blades of Judgment gives you
you've chosen for your
everything. So
place.
Yeah,
it's. I guess you would count comboing afterwards as part of the setup, right? Because you can do so much from it. You've got, even if it's like time to think. I remember when I was messing around with him, I'll do slice, BOJ, and then look at all the resources to go, okay, do I need to get him out? Do I need a DHC? Have I got enough bars? Should I go for a mix? Should I look for a snap? It does allow you to do pretty much anything.
Because it also gives you the ability, if you just do like your bread and butter combo, and you do H slice of blades, you get a combo mid screen that you carry them all the way to the corner. Oh. So you get full screen carry from just using blades once in your combo, which is a pretty good setup.
I mean, personally, if I was being asked, I would struggle to give it anything less than a 9. Yeah,
I was gonna say like at least a 9. My only concern is like mid-screen level 3 stuff.
Yeah, so like the stuff I was talking about, raw level 3 can whiff, quote unquote. Like, if the super dash,
it's very specific timing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be surprised.
I'd probably give it like at least a 9, maybe higher. just because of how insane Blades is.
I guess what we should have done is we should have started from 10 and let Faisal try and mark it down.
Yeah. Let's start at 10. Dante, tell me why it's not 10.
Yeah. Where's the flaws?
It's that, yeah, it's the mid-screen, his level 3 it's whiffs and super dashes is not the best damage, doesn't get the best setup from it. Basically, no, okay. But no, I definitely agree that the Blades is just super strong. It's just one of those characters where usually you wouldn't spend any bar and you just go for a meterless okay, but with Zamasu, you always want to spend the bar for Blades of Judgment because of the damage. It's going to do level 3 damage, so why not just do it anyway? And then if you have an extra bar after doing it, you just do Blades again for another okay. So it's part of my game plan as Zamasu, so...
I might say 9.5, just because of how insane Blades is to his like overall game plan. Like it's almost in everything he does.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I basically do it 2 times, like once in the combo, and then bring him down from the Blades and literally do it again. So
yeah, I'll say 9.5.
Yeah, going definitely then. Yeah, go with the 9.5. I'll go with the 9.
Yeah, 9.5. I guess the 0.5 is that level 3 can whiff sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, cool. So 9.5. Next is we're gonna talk about positioning on a team. So it's gonna change a little bit. These ones are gonna be marks out of 5. I'm gonna ask a mark out of 5 for Zamasu on point, for mid, and as anchor. We'll start with point. Same again. Just give your reasonings. But this time, it's out of 5 and not 10.
Out of 5. Alright.
Probably like 6 or 7 on point.
It's out of 5.
Oh, it's out of 5. Sorry.
Yeah.
Probably like a 3. Then maybe like a 3.5 on point because he loses the point wear to a lot of people. But he can work a lot with not too much, and he likes having both assists.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, he really struggles round star, I think. So most of the time when I'm Zamasu, I'm not going to challenge unless I'm not doing 236L. I'm just going to ID back and, to be honest, just escape that round start situation. That's one of the reasons that I don't play him on point. But like you said, he is most favorable on point because of how assist reliant he is. He really just I feel like Zamasu, if he could have 3 assists, Zamasu would take 3 assists, but he's best on point because he really relies on those assists. He needs those 2 assists to get his pressure, to get in because his neutral is weak. So yeah, so his advantage is that for point that he can use the assist well, but he loses round start, so that's a big disadvantage there.
The only good thing about his round start is if you land a 5M, you kill them immediately.
But that's very rare, but yeah.
So 3.5, or you think a different number?
Yeah, we can go with that 3. Yeah, we can go with the 3.
3 or 3.5?
3.
3. I love it how subtle Faisal's downplay is. It's so sick. 3.5? Yeah, we'll go for 3. It's like
yeah, same thing. 3.25 then.
Yeah, let's do it.
To split it.
3.25. Okay.
Yeah.
3.25. Next, mid. I'm guessing this is where he's going to be marked.
5.
Yeah, 5. Faisal.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll give him a 5. Yeah.
He's definitely best mid.
He is. Yeah.
For the purpose of the podcast, you want to explain why he's.
Oh yeah, sorry. We kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, but having your point get 3 bars, get him to the corner, and DHC in for his corner level 3 Oki is super strong. You want to DH him in early so that he has both assists still alive. He then also has bar so that he can run Blades Oki as much as he wants, really. Mm-hmm. And also having corner pressure with Zamasu is way better than mid-screen because setting up orbs is kind of difficult mid-screen with a lot of assists due to pushback, but that's not really a problem in the corner.
No, for sure. I think mid is the best. So part of my game plan is basically taking opponent to the corner, and always no matter if I'm Bardock or I have Yamcha on point, I always prefer to take the Zamasu level 3 Oki no matter what. Even if I lose that assist for Zamasu or another character, I would still prefer to take that Oki. Or even not just the Oki. Let's say I only have 1 bar, then I would call Bardock. I'd do the air combo, and I'd hold and tag to call in Zamasu while I do GTH. So I'd do J to H, and I'd basically bring in Zamasu, and I'd do like the Blades corner. Okay, so basically you don't have to get the hit; you're given the hit with mid, and then you want to bring in Zamasu when you feel the opponent will spark. So when you've got the first character really low health, and you're like, okay, he's gonna spark in there, you basically accomplish the mission of bringing in Zamasu there, because you literally can just fly away then and waste out the spark. That's why he's best mid for me, because I'll bring him in when the opponent sparks. So I'll have spark, and then the opponent has no spark. He's wasted the spark.
Okay, so I don't think there's many characters that work in that way, right? Where you want them on point, but you need resources before you start playing that character. Basically, that's why you don't have him on point, but you want him with 2 assists. But you also want him with resources. So he's in that really like weird gray areas. Like, I want to fight with Zamasu with 2 assists, but I don't want to start with Zamasu. And then you run the possibilities. If you lose your point character, your team kind of falls apart right off the bat.
Yeah. The only other character I would say has a similar situation to that is Adult Gohan. You want him in leveled up. You know, you typically don't run Adult Gohan point because you want him at level 1 as soon as possible, and his neutral isn't that amazing compared to a lot of points. So like that's why you run him with a lot of point characters who will give him a sliding knockdown through DHC. So it's like a similar concept, but yeah, I can't really think of anyone else who would do that besides both of them.
Yeah, one thing mid I can say that puts him down is like I only have Yamcha, so since when we were talking about previously about his like screen control or specials, that's one of Zamasu's weaknesses for me, because Yamcha doesn't go full screen. So when Bardock dies, I struggle with neutral with Zamasu a lot. So I've always like wondered if I should swap Yamcha A to B, so I have a beam for the neutral, because I really believe that Zamasu's screen control is bad. That's the point that I'd put down for him mid, is that because he relies on the 2 assists, the neutral, you're going to struggle with that, to be honest. And if you do have beam, then you're going to struggle with pressure, because you're either going to have to give up on pressure or you're neutral. So you can pick Yamcha beam, then you won't have gapless orbs, you'll have better neutral. Or you can choose Yamcha A, you have gapless orbs, but you'll have worse neutral.
Yeah, it sounds like a tough one. Definitely sounds like a tough one.
For sure.
So
5 for mid, in my opinion.
Yeah, 5 for mid.
Right. I'll give 4.5.
Oh, come on.
Do you really want to give 4.5? Or are you trolling? I'm not sure. You've mixed me up. You've hit me with the BOJ.
No, I'm done playing too much. Let's just give him the 5.
Give him the 5? Okay.
yeah, good.
I mean, this is probably where he's gonna get a really low score anyway. Anchor.
1 immediate. Well, 2. I'll give him a 2.
Yeah,
because he has good staggers, so he can work solo pressure fine. He has a second overhead from like JH to J2H, which isn't all that impressive, but it's still good to just have like a little thing to keep them on their toes. Having solo Blades Oki, giving him 50/50s without assists just for having Oki is really strong. Being able to use the meter for level 3 Oki if he wanted, just do insane damage with Blades combos. But I don't know. I think he's too good with meter to just be a 1.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, so if he's by himself, he doesn't have assists, so how is he going to set up orbs? If I'm by myself with Zamasu, most things I would be playing slow with flight, and I'd be orbing up. So I'd go in the air, I'd fly, I'd call out orbs, and then I'd unfly, and then sort of move at the opponent with my orbs behind me, so that they would hit them, and I'd have a bit of control there. But other than that, you're just sort of fishing for a hit if you're by yourself. He doesn't have any, guaranteed way to get in. Yeah, I'll go with a 2 as well for that. A 2.
A 2, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Coming to the end. There's a couple more questions. Next is going to be lockdown and safety from one of his assists. So I guess first of all, we have to establish, what do you think his best assist is for lockdown and safety?
Lockdown and safety is his B assist.
No, it's A assist.
Well, what do you mean by safety?
So if Zamasu is your well, not anchor obviously, but he's your mid character.
Yeah.
Character. You've got your point character. You want to go for a mix. How versatile can you make your mix with Zamasu assist? Can you only use that to do, for example, like ABC Zamasu super dash, or can you get more creative with like left rights? Is there enough block stun?
Okay.
Can you call it last minute to get mix and stuff like that?
Yeah, so this is where Dante and I will probably differ a little bit, because he really likes A assist. I really like B assist. B assist is just Bardock A assist, but better in pretty much every way you can think of. It has better range, just like longer and taller. It has more hit stun. It has 29 frames block stun. It's the same startup, which is just 1 frame slower than Yamcha assist. So you can call it pretty late and have 29 frames of block stun, which is really nice, while his A assist only has 22 frames of block stun and it's pretty slow. So I think for general mix usage, I think B assist is just better overall. But for neutral, I'd definitely say A assist.
Okay. Is that the sort of way you see it, Faisal? One's better for neutral and one's better for mix?
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. I've not used B assist much myself. Like AD10's been using it, so I can't comment as much. But I am a fan of his A assist. I don't know the frame data, so I'm not gonna be like 80 time and be like that's 20 frames and stuff. But yeah, I can agree that his hit stun on the B assist is really good. So you can literally dash for like a whole 2 seconds, and
Yeah, it has
with the B assist. Yeah, it's really good on the hit stun.
sorry, it has a 45 frames, which is the same as GTA assist,
Yeah, so
which is a lot.
so we're gonna base it off B assist then.
For this category, I would go B assist.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go.
We don't talk
assist.
about C assist.
Yeah, most people, especially the hit one, that was C
Yeah.
assist is not a thing. It's not a thing.
That was a funny conversation.
Yeah, they refused to acknowledge that there was 3 assists for hit. It was just 2. They said just A. A does everything you need it to do. So, but yeah, let's talk about with B assist. Now we've got like the numbers from AD time, lockdown and safety. If you're saying it's similar to Yamcha's, then what do you not get? Again, it's going to be a case of we're going to have to mark it down from 10, right?
What you don't get from his B assist specifically?
Yeah, for like keeping yourself safe and lockdown potential. Obviously, actually no, sorry, it's not going to be a 10 because you've still got stuff like Kid Buu and Gotenks, so it's not going to be that high. But Yamcha level, Yamcha's pretty good. Does it push you back on block at all?
It pushes back a little bit. It's like Bardock assist, but better, more than like Yamcha's assist.
Oh, sorry,
because
Bardock
Yamcha
assist,
has like a lot of block stun, and Zamasu just has like a couple more frames. So it's like it's 1 frame. Oh, it's the same as like a DP assist block stun. So it's good for like jumping away or like up backing in the corner and calling it, because then you just kind of like that's kind of like how you would use Bardock or Yamcha in the corner for safety. You can kind of do like super dash plus assist. I don't know if that really counts as much. But like it's more for like scramble situations for safety than like full screen situations.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, Faisal was saying that he doesn't use B assist that much.
Yeah.
Is there a reason? Is it that you're just more comfortable with A assist, or you value the neutral more, or have you ever thought about maybe it would be a bit easier if you had Zamasu B assist to get your Bardock stuff started once you're in?
Yeah, no, I could see that. Yeah, for sure. With the A assist, I can't do super dash mix with Bardock because you can basically reflect it. With the A assist, it doesn't have that much hit stun. But it's sorry, not block stun. Sorry, not hit stun. But I'm pretty comfortable with comboing off of the hit stun from the Maso A assist, so I can just do Lariat and him with the A assist. And the neutral is just so much more stronger for me. Yeah, I've not used it much at all, so I can't comment much on the B assist. But I think if I was to get in with the pressure, yeah, the B assist would be better because of the block stun there.
Okay.
I chose Zamasu B assist because I ran Yamcha B assist, so I had a beam and then like a really fast assist. Since he's using Yamcha A, having like another strike assist doesn't really make all that much sense.
Yeah, because then
so
I
that's
wouldn't have a
probably-
full screen assistant. I would
Yeah.
be having to look for a full screen where I could, key blast and throw out my neutral assist.
Okay, so out of 10, what would you guys give it?
Probably like an 8 or an 8.5.
Oh wow.
It's really strong. Like, where would you rank Bardock A?
About an 8.
There you
Okay,
go, then.
it's better than Bardock A assist, so
Alright.
I would say 8.5. You
Okay.
can't downplay now. I trapped you.
Yeah, no, I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
Damn, AD's trap
A
card
better
was pretty
Bardock.
strong there. That was pretty strong. 8 point. I didn't think he was going to get 8.5 there. To be fair, I haven't really thought about his B assist. To be fair,
Yeah.
I value his A assist because to me it's like a move in Change the Future.
Yeah.
But I guess it does depend on your win condition with your team. That might not
Yeah.
help a lot of characters. So
Yeah, the only downside of his A assist really is the block stun. 22 frames doesn't even let you do like an IED safely.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, but it does
People let you get away with it though.
Yeah, no. The only good thing about it is the hit stun. I would say hit stun is a bit higher for the assist.
B assist has 3 more frames of hit stun.
that is,
No, but yeah,
I got the numbers.
he's got
Damn.
the numbers. He can't argue. He's got the data.
I can. I don't have the number, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'll stick with that then. 8.5.
All right, this one you won't need numbers for. This is more a bit more opinion based. I feel it's going to be pretty high. At first, I thought it was going to be really low, but the B assist talk makes me think that this is going to be quite high as well. This part is again out of 10, talking about assists, but this is about versatility with his assist. So obviously in season 3, everyone's got 3 assists.
Yeah.
A lot of the assists that people played in season 2 was because of that one assist, and that one assist could do that. Now with the whole mix, for an example, Trunks got a 10 because all 3 of his assists do something completely different. He's got a beam and he's got Change the Future. They completely cover a lot of different ways, play styles, or people want to play to get in. So what would you give? I don't even know. I think his C assist is 2H, right?
Yeah, his C assist is really bad.
But it's an anti-air.
It's kind of an anti-air. It's just very slow for what its purpose is, and
Right.
it only has 29 frames block stun.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna go with an 8, because the only thing he's really missing is a lockdown assist.
Okay.
Because he has a really good neutral assist and he has a really good strike assist, but he doesn't have a lockdown assist.
Yeah,
would
so
you-
if it's his
Sorry.
C assist, if it did a bit more block stun, it would probably be easy locked in. But to be honest, I think for the C assist, I think I might put it down in training mode once and like, yeah, this is trash, just and never used it again. But yeah, so versatility is really good for his A and B assist, mainly his A assist for me. Because his C assist is bad, I'd give him down points a few. I'd say about 7.5.
To be fair, people with the hit one, they did do that. They did mark down overall because of one assist being like really, really bad. So
Yeah.
just
I mean, what did they give his assist? Because like his B assist is okay.
versatility, they gave it 2.5.
Oh wow. Okay.
They
Can I
literally
see
said
where the
A
66
assist.
came from?
They literally said A assist or nothing, and they gave it
Yeah,
2.5
that's
on
fair.
versatility.
Yeah, I think that he has 2 very strong options from A and B, keep him pretty high. But his C assist kind of low. Him not really having a lockdown assist, probably a 7.5 or an 8 is fine.
No, 7.5 for me. Yeah.
Okay,
That's just
I'll
so
go with
sick.
7.5. We got to
Okay.
get buffed somehow, you know.
Exactly. This might land on, the right doorstep, Bandai's doorsteps. They might pay attention. Maybe.
Yeah.
7.5. Okay, we're coming close to the end. Next, we're going to talk about damage. Damn, this isn't good for you. 'cause
All right,
it's
so 10.
Luckily for you guys, this is out of 5, but I guess it's still gonna be 5 out of 5, right? This
Yeah,
is damage
5 out of
without
5.
assists. Sorry, this is damage without assists. I don't know if that's gonna change it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Damage
not
with-
really. He has EX Slice that sets up blades anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to give it a 5, Faisal. Oh, right. So for comparison, Sub and RMZ gave Cell 4.25 on solo.
Then
damage.
5. Immediate
That's
5.
pretty
yeah.
high for still.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
what they said, the only problem is mid-screen isn't as much as corner. But because every combo you do puts you in the corner, it's still really strong.
Yeah.
I mean, Zamasu like has solo TODs like by himself with meter. Like you need 4.5 bar, and if you're in the corner, you can literally TOD with Zamasu. So he has the damage with the assist, but the thing is like mid screen you don't get much. The only really thing you get mid screen is do an air combo EX slice into BOJ for the corner carry. That's all he really gets mid screen. Or if you do 2H into EX slice and then BOJ. Other than that, mid screen he has to be in the corner. So I guess you could give him down points for having not optimal combos mid screen. But corner wise, it's really high. Yeah, like maybe.
I think damage is the one thing we can't downplay. I'm just gonna give him a straight 5.
Yo, 80 time, man. Where's this downplay going, man? Come on.
No, come on, man. If Cell got a 4.25, I'm not gonna say that Zamasu has a 4.5 or something like that.
Okay.
Zamasu has a 5.
This is 5. Okay,
It's 5, yeah. It is a 5, yeah.
This is the last one. This is talking about his neutral. The scenario is 1-on-1 solo, and this is out of 10. So you can feel free to downplay.
Out of 10?
Well, one-on-one.
Yep.
Alright, if it's one-on-one, it's a bit better because there's no assist.
Yeah.
Like, what counters him? It depends on who you're fighting as well. So, like,
Don't have to worry about GT assist.
yeah, I mean, like, you still have like other characters that are hard. Like, you have like Super Saiyan Goku who can 2S you. You've got S Broly's Eraser Blow that goes high in the air. You've got 21. So it depends on the matchup. If they have those high hitting move specials, but so you're saying it's neutral in a one-on-one situation?
Yeah.
I feel like he can hold himself a bit better on a one-on-one.
Yeah, I might say like a 5.
Right down the middle.
Ish. Yeah, because like there are definitely a lot of matchups he just straight loses in 1v1s, but there's also a lot where he can just take advantage of his tools like JS and Flight and just kind of control the neutral himself.
Yeah, if we are going by a matchup that he loses by, then it's even lower, to be honest. Like, if he's fighting, like, even GT Goku, where he can chase you with, like, EX or Rasengan and stuff, and he has the beam that goes upwards, then it'd be even lower than a 5. If you're playing that hard matchup, it'd be like a 4 or a 3.
Your reign
I think
is
that
over.
he just
Mine
has
has just
like the
begun.
typical. He has good normals, and he has just a good JS, which is good to have. He has a beam property move. He has Flight to just keep people out,
Yeah.
which is pretty strong for a lot of matchups. He definitely does lose a good amount of them in a 1v1, but I don't think it's enough to really say a 3 in a 1v1. I'd say like a 5, maybe like a 4, but I think it's decent.
Alright. Well, we can meet there then, yeah.
A 4?
Around 4 to 5, yeah.
Or 5? Okay.
What do
5?
you want to do?
Yeah, I'm good with 5.
Okay.
I would give him a 5, but the matchup, man, the matchup with the specials that go in the air, man, it's more leaning me towards a 4. How about like a 4.5?
Yeah. But this is just general 1v1s,
general.
not just like specific ones that lose in the matchup.
Alright. If it's general, then yeah, 5, then that's fine.
Right, let me go over the scores again, just to clarify, make sure everyone's happy. So for normals, in regards to space control, we gave him a 5. For unique properties, we gave him an 8. DHC scaling and flexibilities on supers. No, that's wrong. I need to scroll back. My bad. Sorry. Strings and mix potential. That's where he got the 5. 8 for coverage and frame data on normals. He got a 5.5 for space control. He got a 9 for unique properties. Supers, in regards to flexibility in DHC, he got a 9. No, sorry, he got an 8. For damage and setups, he got a 9.5. For the point position, he got 3.25. Mid, a 5. Anchor 2. And then for his B assists, predominantly, he got 8.5 when it comes to lockdown and safety. Versatility amongst all assists, he got 7.5. Then we've got damage, 5 out of 5 for solo damage. And we're giving him a 5 for neutral solo, so right down the middle. Is there any discrepancies? Looking at you, Faisal, is there anywhere where you want to shave off a couple of points?
I do, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
I think, to be honest, like we give him mid like a 5. I think it's good, right? His best position is mid, but like 5, isn't that like for like the best characters? I think it's a bit too high a 5.
I'll give you some comparisons. So you've got 5 for Zamasu mid. The Trunks players gave him 4.2. The Hit players gave Hit 4, but the Hit players also gave Hit 5 for point. So, do you think mid Zamasu is as strong as?
Just to clarify, is it saying how well he works as a mid?
Yes, not what is his best. Does he work well there? If that makes any sense. If you can see the slight difference there.
Yeah.
So what I was saying earlier was when he's sort of relying on assist. Remember when I said you have to choose between gapless orbs or neutral? That's a struggle I feel about his mid. So I'd shave off points there. To be honest, I wouldn't.
We could maybe bump down to like a 4.5 or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not a case of this is his best position, so give him the best score. It's more like when he is in that position, how good is he? 4.5 there. Anywhere else? Any other?
Can you say what we did for like normals or just like general?
Normals, in regards to length of strings and mix potential, you gave him a 5 and 8 out of 10 for coverage and frame data or normals.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Is everyone happy for the final score? Are you ready?
I feel like he's gonna be really high on paper, and like he's a B tier character, but how is his power level so high? What's going on?
This is it.
We haven't downplayed this character enough. We need to downplay it more. We need to shave off more points.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So I said that the Hit players did a bad job, and in the end, they did a pretty good job. He got 66 out of 110. So unfortunately, 80 times gate kept you from downplaying him, right?
Yeah.
So
I hope I did a good job explaining why I gave the numbers I did.
the stream voted, and everyone voted that Zamasu was going to score between 86 and 90. He did score lower than that.
Yeah.
He actually got 80.75.
Okay. I'm fine with that. I guess.
That's higher than I thought.
80.75 out of 110. And again, for comparison, he scored lower than Trunks, who got 85. He scored well over Hit, that got 66. He scored more than Cell, who got 77.
Cell downplaying going on?
Cell was the first one as well, so yeah, they had a perfect time to downplay because there was no comparison.
Yeah. I think maybe a couple where we were like, oh, I think this, and then we talked about like what some others did, maybe changed it a little bit, but I don't think it was enough to really cause any big changes in numbers. Especially since we lowered them at least once.
Have you got a link to the spreadsheet? I want to compare them. I want to have a look as well and see. So maybe we can have a look.
Are you in the chat, Faisal?
Yeah, I'm in the chat.
If you do !PLC, it'll bring up the chart so everyone else can look at it. I promise you, I'm not making up anything. Also, if you think someone's downplaying, !downplay and the person's name, that will make it feel a lot better if you do that.
We need an upplay one as well.
I am going to make an upplay one for sure. I am definitely going to do that. There is a timer, a cooldown on it, but yeah, !downplay, space, and then the person's name. Someone did it to Faisal already, but I think Faisal missed it.
I missed it, yeah. Alright, let's have a look.
Faisal, did the link come up for you?
Yeah, nothing
link,
is popping up in chat.
Link, yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I'll post it. I'll post the link. Alright, I posted it in the chat. If you guys want to see the spreadsheet, there you go.
Cool.
Wow. Some of these numbers are really low
For who?
for some of the characters. I'm just having a look. 6.5 for Trunks for the normal.
Where's Rudy?
I
blame
think
him.
like Trunks 5L is sad.
Profound sadness. I mean, Trunks still scored higher than you, so
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah, he definitely has all around like space control way better than Zamasu does.
Yeah. 81. So we scored 81, yeah?
Basically, yeah.
80.5
Yeah.
or 80.75.
I think Faisal's a little bit like, damn.
I think it's
He's
too
gonna
high.
go back and edit some of these.
That power level is too high. I feel like on paper he's like it seems like a good character, but when you actually play him, it's like he's a worse character.
We should have gave his neutral like a 1 on a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
So
You were not downplaying Eddie. I was telling you his neutral and his screen control from his special. I was like, his 5S is.
He has a lot of tools that can
goofy.
control this.
Yeah, but his 236S is like so slow, like slower than Yamcha's.
Yeah, but
he gave him,
they
like, a
still
high
they still
score.
can't just sit on the ground. What are they gonna do? Just sit there and hold it? Okay, great. Now you just vanish and you one neutral.
Yeah,
Gonna jump
yeah.
over it. You block it in the air. It's not terrible. It's just kind of slow.
yeah. I think there was too much gatekeeping.
yeah,
I went down to meet your number. I didn't.
80 is a
Nah,
professional
nah.
at this. He's pretty good.
We could have had him at like
I
70.
called you out multiple times.
Yeah, I think